With Blockchain Academics. I'm super excited to share all this information with you. We're going to go over why Bitcoin is going into the biggest bull run that we've ever seen, and it's potentially going to break six figures. So I'm super excited to share this with you guys. I am going to post this in our Discord, so give me 1 second. So we got get some people live. There we go. So let's get into it. There's a few things that I want to share. And we're going to start with Willy Woo. So I am part of Willy Woo's. He has a paid newsletter, which is on Substack. So you can definitely find out his paid newsletter if you go and follow him. Check him out on Twitter. Very smart. He does on-chain analysis, and he's literally probably one of the smartest person I met. He has his own hedge fund and his paid newsletter. Probably one of the most, prominent and well-known person for on-chain analysis. So these are what he shared. I guess these are snippets of what he shared in his paid group. And then he posted on Twitter. So that's why I'm going to go over them because he shared them himself. So first of all, this is his Bitcoins held on spot exchanges. This is his graph that, all these algorithms, all these models he's created. And they're private, they're premium. So you can see here in 2016, inventory drop 11% over 5 months. And you can see that drop. And that after that, you can see this huge bull run that we went into. Right now, we've had a larger inventory drop, almost 100%, that's 19% over the 11 over 10 months. So there has been more reaccumulation over a longer period of time and more Bitcoins. And this has been a prolonged bear market, especially through the winter that we've went through COVID. You know what I mean? Very unfortunate for people. So you can see here a reaccumulation and a lot of exchanges, spot exchanges, and you can see that coming down. And Willy Woo says, I've never been so bullish for 2021. This reaccumulation phase coincides with spot market inventory depletion, roughly 2x longer and deeper than the last cycle. It will send BTC. And then he's going into the Bitcoin market cap gain per dollar invested also, and the market cap per dollar invested has significantly increased over past cycles. Hodlers be holding stronger. It was $2 in 2013, $2.50 in 2017, and $3.50 in 2021, all pointing to reflexivity increasing and amplified 2020 bullish market. And this is the last one I want to share with you guys, and then we'll move on to the next piece. Look at this. This is his Bitcoin price model. My top model suggests 200K per BTC by end of 2021. This looks conservative. 300K definitely not out of question. The current market on the average paid Bitcoin is 74.56. You are all geniuses, and I want to, build on that. Whoever invested into Bitcoin, whoever's listened to us, our channel, and other influences, congratulations. And I'm making this because this may be not the last time, but very close to when Bitcoin may be breaking all-time high. We're going to look at some charts as well, just Bitcoin specifically. We're going to look at it, and basically under 20K, this is a great time for you to get in. If you haven't gotten in, I'm not saying FOMO into the market. If you don't have any Bitcoin, it's great to get in. And test out the technology, start accumulating, and damn it, if you want to throw 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, $1 million, and you really believe into in the technology and you haven't done so yet, maybe this is your last time seeing these prices before we push into six figures, 100K. 200K. This is the stock to flow model created by 100 trillionaire, Plan B. He's on Twitter as well. 100 trillionaire, 100 trillion USD, Plan B. You can find him on Twitter as well. And this is the S2F model that he created. And you can see that, aside from the huge pumps up, it's averaged back. It's kind of kissed back to the average of his model. You know what I mean? Kind of like moving averages when prices spread out too far, either below or above the law of average. It just comes back and it equalizes. So you can see here that the price and the model, this has been on spot on, man. 2010, 2012, 2013, Bitcoin bull run, back down 2015, 16, Bitcoin bull run 2017, above. And you can see us here. Look at this model. So for 2020, 2020, it has us a little bit higher. The stock flow for 10 days and the stock flow for 463 days is almost on point with the pricing right now. It's almost on point. And, in 2021, it'll break. This is 2021 on the ninth month. It will break six figures. And you can see here that in 2024, this bad boy goes to 1.2 million. But the 463-day stock flow reaches $1 million in about 2025, $1.2 million. And these models, they've been slightly on point, man. Especially Willy Woo, bro. I've been following Willy Woo. Got to meet him in Bali at Tone Vays's Financial Summit. Awesome event. Tone Vays is a goat too. Willy Woo is a goat. And just like he's been spot on, man. Everything he said, everything literally, his on-chain analysis is golden. It's magical. It's crazy. And I want to, I can go into PayPal as starting to accept crypto, trading crypto actually live today, buying 70% of all new mined cryptocurrency. This was just released today as well. Visa will offer a credit card that rewards purchases in Bitcoin rather than cash. And they made a partnership with BlockFi. And like 2-3 years ago, remember, like partnership with Visa, Amex, or MasterCard, ICOs used to fabricate these pages and these sponsorships so they could pump their ICO, but this is the real deal. Like PayPal's really, these financial companies really moved forward from like blocking all transactions, claiming Bitcoin's a scam or, it's too volatile. And now they're like fully incorporated it. You follow where the big money goes. Follow where the big money goes. This is crazy. This will like onboard tons of people to start collecting Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, just by using their credit card. And the more you use it, the more Bitcoin you get. So this is kind of where we are going. And like with COVID happening as well, you can see that the dollar or the cash, actually the physical cash fiat, might be like removed. I know COVID, the vaccines are close and things like that. I don't even really want to talk about it much because my video could get flagged. But just the direction we're heading in. You see all these changes happening, and I wouldn't be surprised if we went cashless in a few years. And the US dollar is the shitcoin. It is getting destroyed. And you can see that this I shared earlier as well. Citibank analyst says Bitcoin could pass 300K by December. This is following most people's models. This is following Willy Woo's Trillionaire's S stock to flow model. And it's just creating, like, a Citibank employee, if this is an analyst, this couldn't have been posted 2 years ago. He probably would have got fired. 3 years ago, he would have got fired for fiduciary responsibilities. And people would have thought that it was very risky or unintelligent or actually hazardous for their investors to jump in Bitcoin. But honestly, I want to go into the pricing now. So Bitcoin breaking all-time high. I do want to go into the pricing now. Another thing I want to keep to go over is the actual technicals. So I'll remove all drawings because, we'll look at it at the bigger picture, but you can see it's slowly breaking down here. And I'm kind of wanting for it to break down a little bit more so we can see some more cheap Bitcoin, because this is not going to last. I want to stack some orders. I want to get into some longs. I want to make some more Bitcoin while it's cheap. So let's remove all drawings. Let's remove the RSI because we don't need that. And let's look in at the weekly. And what I wanted to point out is just the difference from 2017. You see this is 1 week. We not crashed, but we made this high. And in 1 week, we had this large engulfing pattern. And this was a straight short right here. You had this engulfing right here. It broke this support resistance now. And you can see it tried to break over, another engulfing here. But what I'm trying to really point out is 1 week we were at 19,000, or oh, this is BitMEX. Yeah, BitMEX is, and that's the only exchange over 2020. Let's go here. I'll remove that as well. So this was 19,666. Why I want to go over this is the next week it dropped at its low 11,159. It 50% retraced almost from the top to the bottom. You see, 50%. And then the next few weeks, it hit 70% retracement all the way back to 84% retracement. What I'm saying is we really held this zone right here. Look, it's been 1 week where we came back to this. We was it right here? No, okay. The week still hasn't finished, I guess, since we've broken all-time high, but I just want to show you how well we're holding this zone, how long we've been here, and it's not like we're just breaking down, and it wasn't just like FOMO pushing in all the ICO money, all that FOMO money, you know, straight bull market type of thing. We're holding up very nicely here. You have to realize that the big boys came to play, the big money's here, you know, PayPal, all these, Cash App, Venmo, all these billion-dollar companies, they're not like longing and short. I mean, they are probably taking trades, buying the accumulating coins, but like they're not day trading like me and you. Like they're long-term, man. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. They're not just buying Bitcoin, changing their whole infrastructure, changing their whole softwares, changing their whole fucking, sorry for my language, systems to starting, including and accepting and transacting in Bitcoin just to dump it next year. No, this has been, Bitcoin's been around for almost 12 plus years now, and now like these companies are just incorporating this into it. They've probably have been deciding this for a very long time, and they lost out on the last Bitcoin bull run. And they've probably had to go through, you know, board meetings and CEO, like they didn't just one person, let's add crypto to PayPal. It's definitely a ton of, you know, a ton of shit that happened on the back end that none of us know. And like I said, it just didn't happen like this. They are long-term. There's a lot of hedge funds, billionaires, companies, third-party financial companies like PayPal, Western Union, not Western Union, but Cash App, Venmo, that are now incorporating Bitcoin. So you can see that this is kind of holding at this all-time high. We thrusted above it. I think we activated a lot of, you know, buy stops. So that's like a lot of breakaway traders who want to get in at the price, who thought maybe when we break all-time high, it'll keep shooting. I thought we'll activate and then come back down, which is pretty much what we did. It wasn't too much of a pullback from here. We got from 19.4 to 16. It wasn't all the way down to 11K. You know how much people got wiped from that? I would say this was a move to get stop. This was a stop hunt. It did hundreds of millions of dollars of liquidation, but we are holding strong. So if we look on the daily, we did get that pullback that a lot of people are expecting. I was honestly expecting some type of larger pullback, and I'm still not sure if we're ready to move forward. So you can see clear in day, like, yeah, after we broke this prior high in 2019, I was very confident that we we're going to move up. And we started just creating this like beautiful market structure to go higher and higher, you know, putting higher lows, lower highs, higher highs, lower highs. I mean, higher highs, higher lows. Literally been studying market structure for like 4 hours. So I don't even know how I'm screwing that up today. But I am looking at basically price right now and seeing like, where is it headed? What is it going to do? With Willy Woo on his last newsletter, he said that he would see that a stagnant, more slightly bearish on the short term, giving you a couple weeks, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 weeks to start getting your orders in. Because when we start blowing this top right here, let's go, put a line. When we blow this top right here, you can see we tried to break above, got rejected pretty nicely. So I want to just pull a fib on, because we still created a higher high here. And to be honest, with this was a low point here. But if I take the fib from the low to the high here, it retraced about 23.6%. And if this holds this 23.6%, it means like bulls are really taking over. Where's the volume at? It means that bulls are really taking over, and it's more of like a small retrace, a small breather, so it can just keep pushing up, and it'll be more of a rapid push. And I think that if we do hold this 23.6 zone, PRZ zone, that will get more of a rapid push right above the high. And then if we can literally break above, when I think we break above and start trading above this, it's like game over. If we get the chance to trade over this, it might be some big green bar. And I don't want to get you to FOMO in here, but like honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen, and most people don't. And people who say they are, they're lying to you. So we can look on the weekly as well to see some more. Okay, so the weekly, this is where the last, this is where the lower high was, right here on the weekly. You have it breaking market structure around here. So if we take it from here, no, I'll do it from the bodies. Actually, I'll do it from the wicks. Why not? Whatever. Broke market structure right here. We started to put in a higher high. This is clearly a higher high here. These are just wicks. So higher high. We got the higher low right here. So I'm going to take the fibs. I'm going to put them at where we see some rejection right here. I have a 5-day. Okay, I'm going to do it twice. We can see rejection right here, actually. I like to look on every time frame. It'll just confirm what I'm seeing. You know, it'll confirm more of what I'm seeing. So with the wicks, though, not really feeling them. You can see here that I don't want to. This is a doji. We got the hangman here. We got another potential hangman here, whatever you want to call it. So the market is showing me like indecision, a little bearish. You can see that bulls are trying, but bears are really pushing it down. They're really pushing it down, but any slight chance we get a dip, we eat it all up. Look at all this volume coming into Bitcoin, and showing you Willy Woo's graph as well. There's a lot of people who are holding. I'm going to go back to the weekly to do my analysis. So I'll take it from the low, put it to where we're seeing resistance. We just got off. This is 38.2, which is pretty typical to see. Like I said, in the strong market, we'll hold the 23.6, we'll hold the 38.2. And then we'll keep going off to the next target, 22,000. And I think this one was 25.5 at about 26,000. 26,000. So as soon as we break this top, I mean, we thrusted over it. We've activated orders. So I think that the next time we go for it, it's actually the time that we break it. So what I'm trying to get you guys is, after going through all this, and if you just got to watch the video, watch it from the start and see the articles, the models, the algorithms that I showed, that why I believe Bitcoin is also going to break 6 figures in late 2021 or mid 2021. Who knows how far the bulls take this up. So honestly, with this doji right here, this is like a high wave doji. It's just kind of like a blank, candle, like indecision, tug of war, buyers and sellers. We break this down to the 3-day. Same thing. This is where I would put the resistance, but you can see bulls are just taking over. Let's put it on the 4 hours. And on the 4 hour, I want us to hold Or was it? I was on the 1 hour originally. Okay. So this would have been a great short, seeing that like we thrusted above here. We tried to break this resistance, couldn't have it. We tried to break here. We had this first bearish engulfing candle right here. And then I'm assuming a lot of people went short. Most people would put their stop loss right at this high. You wouldn't expect it to actually break that high right there, but we did. So I think a lot of people would have been stopped out from that move if they did take the short around here. We have another bearish engulfing right here, just showing you more sells, more bears are coming in right now. Big red candle, and then we can see some more bearish, some more literally bearish candles, as you can see here. You have the bearish also engulfing another time with the doji in the middle. That's just like the classic bearish variation, engulfing variation. And then you can keep seeing that we are not able to break above this. Come on, let's go. And I saw the perfect trade. I wanted to show you guys. I saw the perfect trade with RSI actually. But like you gotta make sure you don't shoot it too early, because look at this. You notice that the divergence, there's divergence here. So you saw that prices were putting in higher highs, higher high, higher high, higher price, higher price, higher price. Look at this divergence here on the RSI. You have a higher RSI, lower, lower. So seeing this right here and the RSI with the divergence, this I would have taken the short. I actually missed this, and to be honest, shorting Bitcoin in an ultra bull market that we're going to move into, I'm looking for a bigger dip so I can stack longs. But notice here how it just kind of dropped this right here. If I can put a line right there, you can see that this was used as like resistance, 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 and it just cut off here. It actually cut off, yeah, perfect on this long engulfing candle. And this would have gave you, so you can see, maybe we can, maybe we can adjust this line. Come on, I stopped doing that. Maybe we could adjust this one just so a little bit down. And you can see that after we broke down, we had the other like lower high put in here, lower low, another lower high. And I'm just watching like bearish, literally a lot of bearish setups, and like a lot of thrusts going up, and like literally we need more bulls right now. Volume slowly dying down too. So I am potentially expecting a smaller pushback down if we break. Why is there text here? I didn't do that. If we go on the 4 hour, we kind of break. Why is this screwing with me? There's a definite. We can draw this like multiple. Sorry, I'm just doing this a little messy. And then there's like very. But anyways, you see my point. There's a lot of points that I'm watching for it not to break, or for it to break, and then it'll like be, we're going a bit lower. We're going a little bit lower. So I'm just watching right now. And this gives you guys an opportunity. This wasn't meant to be more technical and going into the analysis and things like that. I just wanted to go over Willy Woo, his 200K per Bitcoin 2021, the S2FX model, the stock to flow model, predicting $1 million. We've been on point with that as well. Visa releasing a BlockFi Visa affiliated Visa card where you earn Bitcoin on it, and then Citibank. And pretty much that Bitcoin's breaking down. It could be breaking down in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, consolidate. So if you haven't gotten into Bitcoin, like we've been saying this for 4 years, almost moving into 5, this isn't your last chance. but this is maybe the last time you see Bitcoin, in the 10K, 10 to 20K region for a very long time, or potentially forever. So that's pretty much it. I'll be back on tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any questions, post them below. If you guys have any like videos of any other coins you want me to do, break down, post that as well.